Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of our daily review on Grand Football TV. I'm sure you have been enjoying the football, and obviously, we are in the round of 16. And yesterday was day 3 of the round of 16, where another set of two teams were getting sent home. So, yeah, we are here to talk about those games from yesterday. And I have with me my brother and friend who needs no introduction anymore, Mr. Osita. How are you doing, my bro?
I'm all right, my brother. Thanks for having me.
Yes, you're welcome. You're welcome. So we're here to talk about the games from yesterday. And they were two interesting, contrasting kind of games, to be fair. And obviously, the first one was Japan versus Croatia. What did you make of the bit that you saw in that game?
So I think Japan started very well,
Yes, they
but
did.
along the line, they fell off.
Yeah.
And then by starting very well, I feel Croatia was a bit complacent in the first half. But
Yeah.
coming into the second half, they were able to score that goal
Yeah.
and they saw their possibilities. So they assessed their possibilities. So one thing they did was to just slow down and
Mm,
conserve their energy for
mm,
extra time and a possible penalty,
mm,
which
mm.
I would say paid off
It
because
did.
during
It
the
did.
penalty, they showed absolute superiority. They were far superior compared
Mm.
to
Compared to Japan.
Japan.
Yeah.
So I think overall, it was a very entertaining game.
Yeah.
But it's just that it shows you the levels to the game
Mm.
and the fact that some teams understand the game better than the other, and some teams are better prepared for some aspects of the game than the other. So
Mm.
Japan was never prepared for a penalty, so they felt they could have seen it out in the
That's
90
that's what
minutes or
that's what I
120
feel
minutes.
they did. They did not plan for penalties. They
No,
expected
no.
one way or the other, if anything was going to happen, they will either win or they will lose in, you know, full time. And that
And that is
backfired.
what
Mm.
and that is what I've been telling people about Croatia. Croatia is
Mm.
a very tricky side to play against
Yeah.
because they are
Yeah.
one side that will. You see, I think that is a pattern between Croatia and Serbia. These two
Mm.
teams, they have a way of allowing you exhaust yourself. Then they
Yeah.
will not exert their damage. So
Yeah.
Croatia did that to Japan when Japan never expected it. So Japan never wanted that game to go
Mm.
into penalties. But
Yeah.
Croatia,
Croatia were
being
able
a
to
master
sit
of
all the pressure.
penalty,
Yeah.
they just conserve their energy to the dying minute and then
Mm.
the rest of the
And it's
game.
interesting because they took out some of their main players. I saw they took out Modric even before the penalty time. And I'm thinking, wow, what's going on here? I would have expected that they would have kept him on to at least take one of the penalties. But at least it paid off. Him going off, the guys coming in, they took their penalties well, and they all scored. You know, apart from one who missed, the others scored their penalties. So it was
And
really good.
again, you should also give kudos to the goalkeeper because the
Oh,
goalkeeper gave
massive
a very
kudos.
good account of himself.
Oh,
Imagine
massive.
saving two
Three.
penalties,
Three.
three
Yeah.
penalties.
Three
Yes. So he
penalties.
saved three penalties out of five.
Yeah. Well, they only
So
played,
that
I
is
think they
a
only
record.
played four. They only played four.
Four. So if someone played four and he saved three, that is more than a 95% record
Yeah.
for that
Honestly.
particular game. So
Yeah. It was really
kudos
good.
to
It was
him
really good.
because he was better prepared, I think, psychologically to deal with the
Mm.
game, even more than his fellow players.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. It was really good. It was really good. In fact, it was very, very big in that post. You know, it just looked like there was nowhere the guys were going to put that ball that was going to get past him. The way he made himself
true,
very,
true,
very big
true. He made
in that.
himself very big, very
Mm.
prominent in the game, in the penalty, and that actually was part of the reasons why they were able to ease past Japan. And
Yeah.
Like I
I
said,
feel,
if you check their record,
yeah,
you find even in 2018, the last World Cup, they had
yeah,
two knockout games that went to
went to
penalties
penalties, yeah,
and they
and
scaled through.
won,
So I think
yeah,
they've built a pattern. I think they
yeah,
know that. I think they've understood their strengths. They
yeah,
know sometimes they might not be able to see out the game
yeah,
in the full 90 minutes. So they
yeah,
try to plan ahead. And I
yeah,
think that is part of the reasons why they were unable to survive France, because France
mm,
came with an agenda in the last World Cup
in the
final to
final,
just
yeah,
go in for the 90 minutes and get the
yeah,
win. And that was
get the
what
win.
they were not able to cope. So,
Cope.
but if you're playing to, extend the game to penalties and, extra time, I
Mm,
think that is where they specialize themselves. So
That's
they
very
showed
true.
it yesterday, and I wasn't
That's
surprised
very,
that they were doing it like that.
yeah, that's very true. And the second game, it showed Brazil's class when they played South Korea, you
Well,
know?
see, I keep saying it. People, but I was having a conversation with people this morning, and they were praising how Brazil have played South Korea and all that. I said, see, this is Brazil. And if you want to actually test the strength of Brazil, don't give them South Korea. If you notice what happened in their first group game against Serbia, that is the kind of opposition they need.
Mm, mm.
You
That's
see,
the kind of
if
opposition
you
they now have anyway in Croatia.
good in
Yeah,
Croatia, so
yeah.
it is when they play like that against Croatia, when they outplay and outclass Croatia like that, then we can start having that conversation. No doubt,
Mm,
Brazil is
mm,
a very massive massive country with a very uh, uh, pronounced football heritage. I'm not doubting that. But what I'm saying is, you don't see their performance against a South Korea that doesn't even have confidence in themselves.
mm, mm.
If you remember what happened in their second game against Ghana, they felt all hope was lost. So to them, even qualifying for the round of 16 was a gift.
As a
So
gift,
to
yeah.
now say that they outplayed them in the first half and
Mm,
use it to prove that Brazil is a contender for the World Cup. Let's just see this World Cup.
mix.
One thing I know, one thing I keep saying is that upset is part of it.
Mm,
So,
mm,
and upsets will continue to happen until the final day.
mm,
So, no business is finished. Every
mm.
business in this World Cup is an unfinished business
Yeah,
until the final.
yeah.
Brazil gave a good account, but compared to South Korea, no,
Mm,
there are levels to this.
mm,
South Korea is no match for Brazil anytime,
mm,
any day.
mm,
And not even the South Korea team that lacked self-confidence and self-motivation.
mm,
That is how I see it.
Very true.
I, I
Very
saw
true.
I saw bits and pieces of the first half,
Mm.
and I saw that they really the South Korea made the game easier for
Easy.
them to
Mm.
win.
Yeah, they did.
So
They
they
did.
were they were here and there. They were
Mm,
not really organized. They were not
mm.
really into that game.
Yeah, yeah.
The way they
I
never
totally agree.
Yeah, so they never took it as serious as the Brazilians. So the Brazilians approached the game as if it was the game of their life. But the South
Yeah.
Koreans, they were scared. I would say they were scared of
Mm,
their
mm.
opponents. And if you watch very well, when they regained their confidence in the second
It
half,
was
the
too
game
late.
was completely different.
Yeah,
Even though it was too late. But
yeah.
even the goal they scored will show you that what will happen. That is to show you the differences between the two halves. So
Mm, yeah, yeah.
they recovered themselves into
Mm,
the second half, and
mm,
that helped them to at least respond
mm,
with a very resounding goal. But
mm.
then the damage was done
It was already
earlier
done.
in the game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good game for them. And it was nice to see Neymar back as well, after missing the last 2 games. So it was really nice to see him back.
Yeah. I thought it was the end of his World Cup
Well,
journey, but
exactly.
seeing him in the team sheet and seeing his impact in the game,
Yeah, and
I
scoring as
felt,
well, scoring a penalty. So
yeah,
that was
that's
good.
good,
Yeah.
He needs to be part of what is happening at the moment. So
Yeah.
it would be sad if, say, Brazil end up winning the competition
And he wasn't part
he
of it.
is not there
Mm.
to win it with his colleagues. It won't really
Yeah.
be the best.
Yeah. Yeah, so that was day 3 of round of 16 games. And today, the final bit of the round of 16 games, we have Morocco playing Spain and Portugal playing Switzerland. So quickly, what are your thoughts on those 2 games happening later on today?
So I think it will be a fairly easy game for Spain.
You think so?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I do. I do. As a matter of fact, I predict a big win for Spain.
All right, we'll see.
Yes, yes. But I think Switzerland against Portugal is going to be very tricky. In fact, that is
Very
the only
tight.
game so far I've predicted that will likely end up in a penalty.
In a penalty, in a draw, yeah.
Because if you remember the last Euro, it was this same Switzerland team that knocked out France.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they might not have superstars. They might not have the best of formations and tactics in the game. But Switzerland is a very difficult team to play. You see Switzerland, you see Denmark on their day. These are very difficult teams to play.
You're right. You're right.
Portugal might have Ronaldo. Remember, one tree cannot make a forest.
Yeah.
You need contributions from other members of the team.
Yeah.
But Switzerland is not a passover.
Definitely not. Definitely
not a walkover.
Exactly.
So
definitely
any team, not for Portugal, not for France,
exactly.
Not for Argentina, not even for England.
Yeah.
No, for nobody. So until that game is played, we cannot say categorically who is going to. Imagine what happened against
Serbia.
Serbia. I'm sorry, against in their group stage.
Yeah, the game against
Imagine
Serbia.
what happened against exactly. It was very even against Cameroon, even against sorry, the game I wanted to mention was a game against Cameroon, which was their very first game. No matter all the tactics Cameroon used against them,
they still couldn't get past.
They were able to resist that. That is to show you how difficult they can be.
Yeah. I see very tough games today as well. I mean, I know you said Spain would walk over Morocco, but I think, well, I'm hoping that the Morocco that we saw in the group stages turn up and they'll give Spain. I mean, I see Spain still winning the game, but I don't think it'll be as easy as you've made it sound. It will be a win for Spain, I think, but Morocco will give them a good run for their money.
Do you know the secret?
Good run.
I believe the secret behind Spain having an easy ride today will be their ability to retain the ball.
Yeah.
For the fact that Spain, their style of play allows them to retain the ball, that is going to put the Moroccans in the spotlight, and it's going to expose their ability to
win back
to the style of play and to win back the ball. And that might even lead them to committing a lot of fouls.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, there is going to be a lot of fouls in this game.
Yeah.
And the Moroccans are going to commit themselves so much, and when it matters most, Spain is going to use it against them.
Yeah, going to capitalize on it. I know you have extra vested interest in this team anyway, because you want them to win.
Oh yeah, I really want them to win because for me, they have what it takes to win. I understand people are going for France, people are going for Brazil. And
Yeah.
initially I backed Argentina, but from what I've seen so far,
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'm not sure
Remember the
too.
last time they played Netherlands. It wasn't
Yeah,
a funny game.
it
I think
wasn't.
Netherlands won that game.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think Netherlands
So
won. Yeah,
and that was
4-3 or
in
something.
2010.
Oh,
That
yeah,
was in 2010 or thereabouts. So
yeah.
Netherlands has an answer to whatever Argentina is throwing against them. It's throwing
Mm,
to them.
then, yeah.
But you see, Spain
Mm,
has a pathway for me.
mm,
I've heard people now, the stories going around that yeah, France would overcome England. And I tell them, see, sometimes we don't understand this game. It just takes, honestly,
True, true, true.
if you look at the French team,
Mm,
what you can boast about the French team against the English is maybe the
they are forward
speed
play.
of their attackers.
Mm,
But if England with, say, your Declan Rice and Jude Bellingham control the midfield on the day, it will be
mm.
difficult for France to
To
execute
play
their
their
plan.
game. Yeah.
I just
Yeah.
look at people, they just say what they want to say. But for me,
Mm,
on that day, all I need that day is for Jude Bellingham and Declan Rice to step up their midfield game.
mm,
Then forget about the rest.
mm.
If they control that ball from the middle, it's over.
It's over. I actually share that same thought because I've said to a few people as well that everyone might be thinking, oh, France will just walk over England. It won't be that easy. I mean, they
It
might
won't be
end up
that easy.
winning. They might end up winning, but it might just be based on England's own mistakes, not just generally, that they
Exactly
outplayed
what I'm
England,
saying.
that they
Exactly what
outplayed
I'm saying.
England or anything like that. No, it will be based
You,
on maybe an individual mistake, that would cost England, and maybe someone just feeds Mbappe or feeds Giroud and quickly, boom, goal, kind of thing. But on gameplay
and
essence alone, it might be difficult. It might
and
be difficult.
even at that, remember that there are your Sakas,
Mm-hmm.
there are
Or Foden's.
your Phil Fodens,
Yeah.
and of course the ultimate finisher, Harry Kane.
In Harry Kane, yeah. Yeah.
So this front three has
Mm.
the same potential to do the same amount of damage as
Damage,
your
yeah.
Mbappe, Giroud, and
Mm. And
Ousmane
they even have
Dembele.
an advantage because if the midfielders are great, they will feed them better than what the French midfielders
Then
do.
at the middle of the park, it's
Mm,
just Rabiot.
mm, mm,
It's just Rabiot. But
mm,
I'm telling you, if Jude Bellingham
mm,
and Declan Rice step up their midfield game,
mm.
it's over for France.
It's over.
This
Well,
you see, you
it's
see,
not
you see,
far
you see
away.
the
It's not far away. It's Saturday
let
where those two will
I'm
play each
giving
other.
let me give you the perfect exact scenario.
Yeah.
You see, earlier in the game in the Premier League,
Mm,
people predicted Tottenham to outsmart Chelsea all round. I
mm.
said, see, this game will be played, won, and lost in the
In the
midfield.
midfield. Yeah.
If N'Golo Kante steps off his midfield game, it's over for Tottenham. They said it's not true. It will never happen. But what happened in that game? Saw it
Mm,
yourself.
mm, mm.
So
Very true.
all I need from England that day, I don't need Harry Kane to be firing from all cylinders, nor do I need
Mm.
Saka or Fifodo. All I need is Jude
The
Bellingham
midfield.
to command that midfield. Then forget about every other thing.
Mm, mm.
I
That's
am
true.
confident. Yeah, people might say France will win. I don't care. But you see in this one, I am backing England. I'm not saying I'm not saying they might win the world, but what I'm saying is England has what it takes to
beat
beat France.
Yeah. Like I said, it's not far away. Saturday is not far away. They will play each other on Saturday, and we will see who has the better of each other in that game. So yeah, today's games, like we have looked at, is Morocco, Spain, and Portugal, Switzerland. And I'm sure when we meet again to talk about the review, we would be talking about those teams who have made it through and those teams who have fallen short and are going home. My bro, I thank you again. Thank you for always answering the call. And thank you for your always, in-depth analysis. Thank you very much. So we'll have a wonderful, wonderful rest of the day. And I shall see you guys soon for more content. Bye for now.
Don't check this.